To Eldrazi
or Affinity.
Affinity.
Robots or look at that. Robots or Eldrazi. What's it gonna be? Remember that time we were rooting for the robots?
We were in the Eldrazi winter days. Is it time to do that again? We haven't seen this deck in action yet. The list that we got to see seems sweet for it, though.
Oh, yeah. I don't know, dude. I think I'm on the Dwayne train.
Yeah?
I'm on the Dwayne train. Don't tell him, though.
Okay. Nobody tell Dwayne. Brett's rooting for him. There we go. Both players ready to go, getting their decks ready, feeling pretty good about it. You know, both are previous champions. They've been here before. They know what this is like.
Roommates as well.
Roommates as well. TJ was talking beforehand. They did some play testing together. It says Lyle's deck probably favorite in this matchup. That's what he was feeling going into it. I think he was specifically saying, I really hope that Lyle loses so I have a better chance in the semis.
True.
You know, and that's not to like be mean or nothing to any players. They're just like, hey, I want to win. If you don't win, then that means that I have a better chance of winning, kind of thing.
Couldn't they just watch the replay of this, Biggs? What are you talking about, dude? They were living it.
They were. Speaking of replay and stuff like that, tomorrow starts season number 7.
True.
Just super exciting. Chance to get a lot of players that practice first week out the gate to get ready to.
I mean, it's easy
try
points.
to get here.
It's easy points. We're looking at 7 cards: Eldrazi, Affinity. Looks like we're keeping. Lyle on the play. Here is Cavern Souls naming Eldrazi.
Naming dinosaur.
No, it has to be human.
It has to be human.
Has to be human.
Love that.
Interesting.
I love that.
1, 2. We never counted. Wow.
Bolt the bird.
Get that noble out of here.
So I love the name of humans there because like that is a human. Humans runs noble hierarchy. That could be a very human opening. If he has a second cavern too, it's just like I don't care.
Yeah.
One I can be able to sit there and cast my noble no problem. So I love it.
Here's a scavenging ooze. Just so honest.
But he will lose a life to do that.
Is that an old school stomping?
No, that's the Pain Land.
Oh, okay.
Starts with a K.
Carpulsion Forest.
There you go.
That's it. TJ is almost out of cards in his hand. He's done some stuff.
He's done some stuff.
Here's this scavenging ooze for 2. TJ down to 18. So now we're talking about incremental life loss. Here's a lightning bolt to hit that Steel Overseer. Lyle will go down to 18 as well. Cavern naming Eldrazi. Oh, probably ooze actually.
I was thinking dinosaur personally, but I guess
Alright, How do we want to do this?
Okay. Trying to do the math here. Being 2 Arcbound Ravager.
Yep.
Activate, come at you for 2. Battlecry trigger. Of course, giving that Inkmoth Nexus a +1/+0.
Ooze. 2. Even keel. Here's a Matter Shaper.
The jig is up! It's not a dinosaur deck.
That's an actual, thing now.
I know. Till I see it, though, I'm going to keep naming that every Cavern of Souls is going to name dinosaur.
Fair enough.
Activate. Boom, boom, boom. Coming at you for Trace. So TJ's setting himself up to go Pierce if he needs to. He's in this go wide strat right now where it's like I've got all these ways to fly over top of you and I can swing in with 4 creatures. But if I need to, I'm going to make one guy really big and it's going to hurt.
Yep. Go over the burn walls for Lyle. Here comes 4. 5?
3/2, 2/2. Scavenging Ooze has not gained any life or any counters on it. Thought Not Seer. So he'll take 5, go to 11. Okay. 11 to 13.
Lyle's got the pressure.
Galv Blast that. In response, I'd like to draw a card. Or no, Galv Blast you! I think he can kill him here. So he's at 13, went to 9. So, knowing Lyle's all tapped out, he can't gain any life, can't do anything. He flies over top of him. He essentially can say, activate Inkmoth Nexus. Come at you.
Blinkmoth.
Or Blinkmoth, sorry. Come at you with Blinkmoth. Double triggers, Battlecry triggers. So that's 3 damage, right? Oh, another Arcbound. Oh, perfect. Okay. Activate, swing in, sack my board after the Battlecry triggers are there. Right? So double Battlecry triggers. That's 2 off of that, 3 off of that. There's 5 damage coming here. I'd like to sack this to this. So he's going to go with the boat instead, it looks like. Oh, no. He's going to just spread it out. Sack this to this.
Just to be safe.
Sack there.
And,
bam.
Yep, there we go. Quick and easy.
Very quick. Sped right along there. Lyle was kind of putting on some pressure, too. It was not a easy match for either player by any means.
No.
They both were putting in the work there and really kind of slugging it out.
We know the...
Right, here's 2, here's 3, oh, here's 5 coming across, and just that back and forth.
The Galv Blast on the Noble, I think, really set Lyle off.
Yeah. Him being slowed down just enough for it to make the difference there. Yeah. That's a really good point. Sideboard time. We've got options available for both players to be able to come in here. Over on Lyle's side, Ancient Grudge is a nice one. Deglamour is really cool. He can go for Warping Whale if he wanted to and try to do something like that. Over on TJ's side, he could go for Blood Moon if he wants to be super controlling. I don't necessarily agree with that. And so look at TJ and say, I'm taking these out. They're useless against your
I'm letting you know.
Colorless spells. Alright. Worship is pretty nice.
Worship is nice. Maybe the Chalice?
Yeah,
Unfortunately, Chalice is going to hurt him, too.
Yeah, I don't... It's hard to say if challenge makes it worth it, because it's like, yeah, you slow your opponent down. Like, you disrupt their, like, birds, their noble, their lightning bolts and ancient strings. But the big stuff at the end is what the deck has more trouble with than that stuff. But we saw how effective it was when he could not accelerate out once he lost the noble hierarchy.
Yeah.
So...
Aether Grid does 1 or 2?
1.
1.
Tap 2 to deal 1. Yeah. Slow, grindy. But if you're going for like worship and stuff like that, maybe it's worth it to go and try to bring that in too. But
maybe the Blood Moon?
Yeah, that's what it's like. That's the other thing, because he doesn't have... He's got 1 basic forest. It shuts off Cavern. And he has to rely more on the birds and nobles. So like, you could just go, I'm going to go more control route. I'll bring in Blood Moon. I'll bring in Worship. I'll bring in Chalice. I'll bring in Aether Grid, right? And you could try to do something like that. Yeah, he really needs colorless. Like Thought Knot Seer, Reality Smasher, stuff like that.
Yeah, Endbringer.
Endbringer, yeah. So like his Eldrazi, the big scary stuff. Even Reality or Matter Reshaper also needs the colorless.
Yeah.
The only one that's like happy is our big old friend here, but you need the colorless, the waste mana to be able to steal a creature.
Yep.
And TJ in chat let us know that all of his creatures, except for birds, like the bird style and noble, things like that, and the obliterator, are requiring colorless mana. And that's the other thing too, is TJ and Lyle, because they had the chance to play test together and practice for this event, they know each other's decks.
For sure.
Right.
So
that helps a little bit for both players with the sideboarding.
Going into game number 2, TJ's currently ahead. All he needs is 1 more win
to move on to the finals.
Either way, we're going to have either a repeat
or a new face.
Yeah,
so both these players are previous season champions. So for sure, we will have a previous champion in the finals. Now, the other thing, that match, Lyle was on the play. Like, game 1, he was on the play. Game 2, he's still on the play. So that,
How
TJ,
many cards?
Both kept, it looked like.
No, how many cards?
Oh, 3.
Okay.
Like, it's just a... Nope, I was wrong. He's going to play like 5.
He's got that one-of welding jar.
I love it. The other thing is, TJ's deck's nice and pretty.
Human.
Dinosaur. Neither. That's the talisman.
We don't know what he named.
He did.
He named Talisman instead.
He named Talisman.
Can't
1, 2.
Here's a mountain.
Dinosaur. That's what that says.
Oh, he named Ooze.
Oh, okay.
Ooze.
Remember that Power Ranger movie?
Yes.
With Ivan Ooze?
Yes, I do. It was the Power Rangers movie.
That's true.
Here's an Arcbound Ravager.
It's a solid one to get out early.
Here's another
Double
drum.
So he's on the Pierce. I'm going to poison you to death. Bolt.
Bolt this Ravager.
So
I think he's
out.
Is he responding to the drum?
Oh, he. All right, I like that. I like that play.
Yeah, sack to give it regeneration.
Yeah, keep it around for now.
He's got another bolt in hand. And a Smasher. And a Cavern of Souls. Wow. Eldrazi.
Maybe dinosaur.
No, it's Eldrazi this time. Here's a Thought Knot Seer. Jigs up.
Oh my gosh, he had all the drums.
Drum and Galv Blast. By Galv Blast. Galv will get exiled, not discarded.
Right. Activate Ink Moth. Okay.
Second Ravager. And here's the drum. Man, I'm really happy I picked the Ravager as the feature card.
Yeah. Oh, he didn't tell you what feature card he wanted?
Huh.
Well, that worked out well.
Only person that told me was Lyle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I guess everyone else is like, meh, whatever.
Yeah. Drum.
Drum. I like...
What?
Sending a message. Look at that.
He doesn't know he has a Smasher in hand, though.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't know what's in it. Yeah, there's a lot in Lyle's hand, or potentially could be in Lyle's hand.
I mean, he could activate that Inkmoth Nexus, but...
Yeah.
Then he's gonna lose that Inkmoth Nexus.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh dear.
Coming at you for
here
9.
it is. Kablam.
Enjoy, he says. You'll be sitting at 11.
You're at 11.
And there's 12 points of damage available to Lyle next turn.
Yeah.
Because he's got that bolt in hand.
Yeah.
Okay. Can TJ poison him to death? Potentially. Mountain, activate Inkmoth. He can sack 4 permanents. 6 permanents with both Arcbounds. Generate an extra, so that's what?
8?
He can only do 9?
Oh!
10? 7 or 9? Whatever he's...
That's
7, 8,
so
9,
rough.
He can... I don't know what TJ drew, though. Right?
Well, unless it's free, it's gonna cut into his cost, right?
Well, because he can activate the Mox. And yeah, so activate. Come at you like so. 1 and 1. Well, here's 9.
Bring in my friends.
Block. Arcbound Ravager. Block with Arcbound Ravager.
Take 5. That's the path of least resistance.
Yeah.
Lyle's still sitting on his bolt.
Yeah, so it looks like if he goes block Reality Smasher, if he does not sack any artifacts while doing this, he
can
will
kill
die.
him. Oh.
Because if TJ chooses to sack some artifacts, then it's not enough damage. But because the trample damage right now, so there's 8 damage coming across, and then the bolt puts it at 11.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So, yeah. He has to sack some permanents in order to live here. And then that's where TJ's like probably in the tank going, okay, if I block like this, you know.
Well, wait. If he sacks permanents to the Ravager, blocks the Thought-Knot Seer, right?
Yeah, so
keeps the Ravager alive and then transfers it over to the Inkmoth Nexus on the next turn. He only takes 8, stays at 3, and then wins.
Yeah, so if he goes, all right, I'll block, sack, all right. So I'm assuming he blocking.
Is that the game? That's the life goes on?
Yes, what did that do again?
Gain life? Gain 4 life.
Creature died this turn.
Gain
Gains
8.
26. And TJ sitting at 6.
Yeah, he just takes 5.
Ah, okay. Sacks before damage.
Oh, cranial plating. Oh, but he's got that bolt in hand.
But he can sack and respond. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 damage is coming across with the Inkmoth. So if he had attacked with that Inkmoth a little bit earlier, it would have been Xaxes. Now he has to sack and put it on there, which he goes bolt, kill it.
Dang.
Go to game 3. Oh my gosh, that's so stressful. Okay. Both those players were playing really tight games of Magic. Like, easily one little thing could have
tipped it in the other's favor.
Yeah, changed the outcome of that match one way or the other. Like, the lines that both the players were going towards was really cool to see. It's still anyone's game going into game 3, though.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
TJ is making a good point in chat saying how he could have stole that game if he had decided to go for that play didn't have to lose the Ravager and could have protected himself against the bolt, that sort of thing. Yeah, and Matt's talking about how the turn that he swung with Ravager, if he instead had used Drum to make Inkmoth while Lyle was tapped out, that would have been lethal, because that would have been that one extra poison that he needed. So that would, there was a couple lines leading up to it, too, that, And it's easy for us to sit here looking back at it and having this perfect knowledge of what's on the board state. But when you're sitting in that seat, there is a lot going on and a lot of stress to kind of think about and worry about. And you have to be aware that, okay, there are 5 lines of play that I can make with this turn. What will help me set up the best for the next couple of turns to win this match? And that's with having knowledge of what's in my hand, what's on the battlefield, but I have no knowledge of what's in my opponent's hand. And I know that he has, 4 or 5 cards in his hand right now. So this is making it more difficult on what is the best line of play for me to make. But again, both players played really well that game so far. But going into game 3, both players shuffling it up, hoping for the best. Alright. Deciding whether to keep this time, though.
TJ's going to 6.
Yeah.
Knows what's at stake.
Yes.
And is not going to accept anything less than... Perfection's not correct, but...
A victory?
Yeah, victory. Lyle keeping 7?
Yeah, looks like he's happy with it. TJ is on the play. Only 2 cards this time.
Dark Steel, Signal Pest, pass.
Signal Pest is nice because, he gets on that aggro plan early on, but saying, I'll go to 18, we seeing a bird? No. So that's kind of saying, hey, I've got a bolt, right? I'm going to bolt before combat, so whatever you got is, going to be hurting kind of thing. Kill off one of your dudes.
Plating.
That's nice.
Bolt. Draw. Drew a Burn Willows.
Fetch. Are we going for the shock too? What do you think?
Probably not, actually.
No, yeah. It says I'll go to 17, and I'm going to play his Talisman.
Plays an Opal. It's got an Arcbound Ravager out there now.
So where's your advantage meter feeling right now?
I think it's still in the middle. He's got a second signal pest. He has the Arcbound Ravager and the Cranial Plating. Lyle hasn't presented too much, however, we don't know what's in his hand. He's currently sitting at 3 mana, almost 4.
Yeah.
So we're in that Thought-Knot Seer range.
Range.
And, I mean, he has a Cranial Plating. He has the Arcbound Ravager. He has the Cranial Plating. He has the Arcbound Ravager. He has the Cranial Plating. He has the Arcbound Ravager. He has the Cranial Plating. He has the Arcbound Ravager. He has the Cranial Plating. He has the Arcbound Ravager. He has the Cranial Plating. He has the Arcbound Ravager. He has the Cranial Plating. He has the Arcbound Ravager. He has the Cranial Plating. He has the Arcbound Ravager. He has the Cranial Plating. He has the Arcbound Ravager. He has the Cranial Plating. He has the Arcbound Ravager. He has the Cranial Plating. He has the Arcbound Ravager. He has the Cranial Plating. He has the Arcbound Ravager. He has the Cranial Plating. He has the Arcbound Ravager. He has TJ looks to only have, 2 cards in hand?
That's what it looks like. Now, if there's bolts that start flying, TJ could choose to save the Arcbound Ravager.
Mm-hmm.
But that just weakens, cranial plating and stuff like that.
Plays Burnwillows. Engineered on 2.
That says bye to cranial and bye to Arcbound.
Yep.
So what he can do here is swing in with Arcbound, swing in with Signal Pest, instant speed, equip, and then when he blows it up, start sacking stuff. Could make Signal Pest bigger essentially because he knows Signal Pest is going to be able to go. Oh,
Master of Ethereum. It's pretty big.
I like this play because he had 1 card left in his hand, and this basically protects him from Thought-Knot Seer next turn.
Looks like Lyle has a Matter Reshaper in hand.
Coming at you for 2, he says. He says, okay, I'll blow this up. Sack to this. Put this here. Oh, right. It would have been because of the, oh, you're right. Our Lord over here. So 3 damage is going to come across. Putting Lyle to 14.
I think he has a 2nd engineered in hand.
Wow. So this guy's the 6/6. Gets +1 for his attack, so he's a 7/6. And he says, yeah, I'll immediately jump in the way there. I'll take 3 more again. Drop to 11.
Oh!
Untap. Draw.
Ain't got a bolt.
TJ's still at 20 though. So he can bolt off the Signal Pest that has the counters on it. Weakens the whole team. Loses the counters, which is nice. There's no way to get any more counters on it right now. Okay, even better.
Yeah, that's one way to get rid of
both Signal Pests
and the Memnite. Oh no, Memnite 0. Yep.
Yeah.
Waiting for that critical turn.
Bring the team. He says, I'll blow it up before combat.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to come at you for 7. For damage, lose 1, so I'll take 6, he says. Puts him to 5. Because he bolts that. Or the Blink Moth Nexus. I keep wanting to call it Ink Moth for some reason.
For some reason.
So, TJ wanting to push more damage, now he no longer has an evasive creature to go Pierce style. And he's kind of stuck because he can't swing in. Like, you swing in, you lose your creature.
Right.
And losing the creature puts him kind of stuck. But by him going for that swing in, it would have put Lyle to 4, which is in Galv Blast range, that any Galv Blast is enough to kill him.
Ancient Stirrings gets a temple.
Ooh.
Lyle plays the temple.
I don't know what other creatures he's got. Does he have any now? So now, yeah, it's like top deck mode, find an evasive creature.
TJ can only pass.
Yeah. It's going to be tough now.
Temple naming
Dinosaur.
Eldrazi. Plays a point
Hey,
ball.
there we go. 3-turn clock.
Passes back. Did he just draw another
I
smasher?
think so.
Wow.
I don't know what that card is on the left. But he's got a Wooded Foothills, Reality Smasher, and then a mystery card. Alright, In the Tank says, no, I don't want to play the other Smasher right now. Passes over. Another artifact.
1, 2,
So it'll be a 6/6
3, 4.
if he attacks. But I like this, just, I'm coming at you for 2. Here's my 3-turn clock, essentially.
Oh, it's Declaimer.
Nice. Because actually it gets shuffled in. Or put on the bottom, whatever it is. Shuffled. And, oh!
Warping Whale.
Ow. Exile that. Exile target creature with power or toughness 1. Ow, that one hurt. Because now there's double Smasher coming his way.
Yep.
No. Maybe it wasn't the Smasher. Maybe it was
the Warping Whale.
But that's still 5, right? Signal Pest is nice. I'm coming at you for 2. Nope. Ancient Grudge.
I think is that an Impringer in hand?
Oh, it might be.
10?
These draws, man.
Oh, got another Ancient Grudge.
5 more.
It's tied up.
That's
and
it.
Dang.
What a turnaround there. Like, that was a good one, though.
That was good.
Really high level play on both players' parts. Like, at the end, it was TJ needed to find a evasive creature to kind of get in there. Lyle just kind of had to play it very conservatively, kind of wait, get some removal available to him, like be able to take advantage of the Warping Whale, things like that, and
Well, the thing is it's exactly what TJ said. They'll draws.
Yeah, he's
Warping
just like,
Whale,
here, I'm
Grudge.
gonna draw lands, and you're gonna draw removal.
The Glamour, this is all just very good cards that he needed at the exact moment.
Mm-hmm. Helps to be lucky.
It does help.
I know.
It does.
Or
help. I don't know anything about it.
As Jeremy says, it's just good deck building.
Oh, it's just good deck building, absolutely.
Yeah, explosive to Glamour, Grudge. Good luck battling through all that. So we have the finals now. Lyle
versus
Rolfs,
Dwayne.
Mr. N-Boss versus Dwayne Hess, the brewer, if you will. Likes to brew up, likes to do some different stuff, and I believe this is the first time making it to the finals.
Yep.
Which is great to see. So really exciting stories on both sides of things. Like, either we have our first two-time champion, or we have a brand new face going into it.
I think we're good.
Yeah, perfect.